Testing. Mic check, mic check.
I'm gonna do the intro one time.
The skeptics gonna say it's
I ain't
fake.
doing
They
that
really
damn
can't
intro
relate.
now.
I'm cooking.
This is your song. You supposed to do the intro over your song.
You're.
It's your man. This your homie. This your Here we go.
He just dropped it, yo.
What's
your man name?
Six Honcho.
Shout out Six Honcho.
Front of the show.
I guess I did the race. And my gun, that's Timmy Turner. Wish I'm gone without a trace. Got a 40 by my side. Yeah, that be my ace. I get bored fast. I ain't with
He said my gun is Timmy
Turner,
Turner. Wish him go without a trace.
That was hard. My man got the horn now. I ain't never hear
shit. I
horn.
got him shit. I watch him shake. Attention, do I have it now? Make him look double take. He beefing, hating.
I'm waiting for the cut to beat from you, Slim.
Why you what? Man,
Whenever you ready.
I got the Splash Brothers calling. Oh my God. Cut the beat. Cut it.
Yeah, you
Oh
like
my
that.
God.
Yeah. That's Six Honcho, Hell's Kitchen. That's brand new, ain't it?
Yeah, he just dropped it.
That's-
I think this week.
That's fire. You know that Timmy Turner bar caught my attention.
Without a trace.
Yeah, that was hard.
What's up, gentlemen?
What's
How y'all
going
doing?
on?
It's the Kill Podcast, Season 3, Episode 5?
Yeah,
We on 5?
yeah, 305.
We on 5?
305.
Damn.
Clap
live.
myself.
This should be.
I got a
this
little
should be-
something in my
I see.
hand.
This should be going too fast.
Yeah, just like that. We on the roll
It be
now.
them it be how the scheduling is, man. It be throwing me off.
How's the
Live
schedule
from the
throwing you off?
305.
Cause it be like we drop at the end of the week, and then it be like this
We
week
drop
fly
Oh,
past
okay,
so
yeah.
fast.
The
and
little
then-
we drop it
lag.
in the week?
The little lag.
Yeah,
Well, I was a little late. That's on me.
he
I was a
wasn't
little
late. It's
We
he old.
got it out on
He-
Wednesday.
He do the same. He do the same drop every week. He ain't never.
Nah, the week before was a Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. Yeah, that one was just like Wednesday.
was Tuesday at noon, I think.
But we usually try aim for Tuesdays. This one should be Tuesday. How y'all doing, man?
I'm doing great.
We after Thanksgiving. How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling
Feeling
full? Did y'all
full.
eat good?
Absolutely.
Did y'all have a
slept
good
through
COVID Thanksgiving?
Absolutely.
Y'all was by yourselves?
I slept with Thanksgiving.
I'm with the immediate family.
You slept? What you mean you slept? for
Man, I got
Thanksgiving?
up at like 6:45, yo, and by the time 4:30 came around, I was
Should
ready
have
to
been
go to sleep.
6:45.
Oh, yeah, was you waking up at 6:45?
I have no fucking idea.
No idea at all. Did you
Zero.
cook it all?
You know I don't cook.
You can't cook.
I can't cook a lick.
Kill, Mo.
I cook fried chicken, but we
Oh,
wasn't
you can
having,
cook
we
then.
wasn't having fried chicken.
You ain't had fried chicken.
You
Well, I
can
ain't
do
had fried
fried
chicken
chicken.
either. I ain't had fried chicken either.
It's because
You couldn't.
I think it's because of the little Thanksgiving.
I'm lying. I cook some mashed potatoes, homemade Jones.
How bet?
Okay,
See, you
we
cut
know
them
you
Jones, get the little
Made it
mashed
with
shit.
the,
Yeah,
made it
get
with the
the
chicken
mashed-
stock. and
Pause,
everything.
Chicken
pause,
stock,
pause.
what?
My hands.
Oh, y'all not shy.
I'm shocked.
Oh, I know. I be in the Food
I'm
Network.
shocked.
Bobby
I
Flay be
use
showing,
butter,
bitch.
Give me some flavor.
water, and salt.
Water. See,
pepper.
I knew it. Water.
mean,
I
yeah.
knew it.
You got use a little bit of lactose-free milk.
Mhm.
Make it a little fluffy.
Yeah, a little lactate.
I'm from the hood. We use 2% everything.
I mean, I did use that, but now you know.
Cruise.
Moving on.
Cruise.
What's up?
They tried to disrespect the potato salad, fool.
Who?
Yours?
Yours? Hell no.
Who tried to
Who tried to do that?
Kill, Mo.
So my father talk about some. He only got a couple more Thanksgivings left in him, right? It's
Right.
only a handful of Thanksgivings he could. If y'all don't know, my father cooks the whole Thanksgiving meal. Jai like Dolo. I was his chef hands. You know, I helped out
You're
with the
sous
cleaning. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I chopped something up for him. Hey, get that for me. I got you, right? Showed me how to do the potato salad. Now, I've been to Cruz's house. I think that was my junior year.
Yeah.
You had just graduated.
Yeah.
We were out in Cali, and we did a Friendsgiving Thanksgiving.
Yeah, my folks came out.
Oh
you
yeah,
made the
yeah.
potato
Your
salad?
young brother came out. Shout out to the whole Cruz family. And we all cooked. Like everybody made something different. And I was like, yeah, I know how to make potato salad. Like I got my dad's potato salad. Y'all want it? Niggas was like, I guess so. Because nobody really like goes looking for potato salad apparently,
Man,
right?
Pops
It's
takes
very
dad's potato salad.
it's
Now
very
we do.
few. Now, but
Dad's
you
potato
all have
salad
had.
is
Listen.
great.
So my dad talk about some. I only got a couple more Thanksgivings. Everybody got to pick something up, right? I'm sitting there with my older brother, right? And I'm talking about some. Well, y'all know what I got. I got the potato salad. He talk about some. Why would you get the potato salad? I'm like,
Who, two?
no. This is RJ. I'm like, cause
Disrespectful.
I make good potato salad. He like, nah, I want dad's potato salad. I'm like,
It's the same thing.
that's what I said. He said, nah, it's different. I'm like, you've been eating my potato salad the past 5 years. He said, and I noticed the difference.
Oh, disrespectful.
My man took off the headphones for it. He was
Because
really
that's
disrespectful.
disrespect. That's disrespectful.
He really disrespectful.
I was this close to not making no potato salad.
I thought you were about to say
I
this close to smacking his
I
I should have.
thought you was gonna smack the back of his
I
head or
should've, I
something.
should've.
You should have said you must have forgot. When you say you forgot what? that I will smack all shit out of you.
I should have, but it's okay. Because guess what came through in the Instagram DMs on Friday morning? Hey, Mitch, your potato salad is smack, fool.
RJ? Oh, yeah.
Mo.
He know better.
I got him shot.
He knew better.
I got him shot. His girl sitting there crushing the potato salad.
You still don't
talking
make it better
about
than that, though.
No, well, I mean, nobody I can't make it better than the nigga who taught me.
Exactly.
Like, he always gonna be able to. But this year was some of the best Thanksgiving potato salad I've had. How was your Thanksgiving cruise?
It was great. You know what I mean? I went down to Virginia, basically North Carolina, that borderline or whatever. Was down with my little brother. Went to my little brother's spot. My parents, my grandparents was in the house. Ate good. Fell asleep right afterwards. In the middle of the Redskins game. Oh, excuse me, the Washington football team's game. We got a good W. So.
I was asleep when Dallas got the ball for the first time.
You ain't miss shit.
You ain't missing not a thing, brother. That Washington football team.
I woke up.
What's
What's the dude name? What's the dude name? Antonio Gibson. That's the.
Oh yeah, that was the one who got.
I woke up
most
in the fourth,
touchdowns or something.
I woke up in the
yards?
fourth quarter when he broke like the 35-yard touchdown.
Johnny
jump.
waved the cuz? No.
Nah, it's when it was like 3 minutes left in the quarter.
I know which one you talking about. The last jump.
Yeah, and then I seen what's the dude? What's the name? Sweat. What's the name? Montez
Sweat.
Montez
Yeah,
Sweat. I
that
seen him
little
do the
pick
pick
six.
six, and I was asleep right after that again.
Oh yeah, it was a wrap after that.
a
How
great
does
game.
it feel?
How's it feel to be number one in the
To win
division?
the Thanksgiving Bowl in the,
That's their
in the
Super Bowl.
DMV.
We
That's
number
their
one.
Super Bowl.
We
That's their
number
Super
one in the division.
I call it.
We 4 and
Y'all
7,
4
and
and
number one in the
seven.
division.
Bro.
We going to the playoffs. Clinch the playoff spot if in season win in a day.
Yo, I would play that Stephen A. Smith clip right now. What he said about the Cowboys is exactly true about the
despicable.
Reds. I'm sorry, the Washington football team
I
fans.
know
as
it's like
well.
hard to.
Yeah, because had they won, you could have replaced Cowboys with Washington football team any way during that, and that would have been the case. But
Hey, we don't got to do it.
yeah,
we won.
congratulations on the W, man. I applaud you guys. That was a solid game. I don't even watch football. You know, if Mitch is talking about football, it must have been something
solid
special.
W.
But all my brothers are Washington football teams, man. So it was pretty much every TV in the house. I couldn't really escape it. I had to watch, and it was just.
But your team came on TV though. You're a Baltimore fan.
No, I'm not a Baltimore
They ain't
fan.
come on TV.
Since when?
I'm not any football team
They ain't
fan.
come on TV.
Who?
Baltimore?
Baltimore.
Yeah, they come on TV.
They
do
push
come-
that shit back.
No, I'm talking about in general though. They do come on
Oh,
TV.
yeah. I thought you were talking about the game
but
on
I don't-
Thursday.
Yeah, I don't watch football like
So
that.
you
no
was a
more.
diehard Baltimore
I
fan.
was a diehard Baltimore man. It just goes to show you, man.
How?
He was a
What
Ray
you mean?
Lewis, Ed Reed.
I was, I had all the jerseys
they was winning?
and all that. Well, the first football game I ever sat down and watched in completion was the Super Bowl they won in.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Was that 2000 and? Oh, I'm blanking.
It was early 2000s.
Yeah, it was early 2000s.
2000.
It was 2000 flat.
2000 flat.
It was 2000 flat.
When they beat the Giants.
Yeah, my man. Shout out Meek. My man. Shout out.
Shout out Meek on the mix.
Again, we are here at the Steve Studio. Shout out Meek on the mix. If you need your tracks,
Yeah, man.
all podcasts, mixed, master the track, hit up Meek on the mix. Yeah, early 2000s. Shout out. Appreciate you, Meek.
2000 flat.
Yeah. So, but there was one team talking about picking up Colin Kaepernick because they went down all their quarterbacks or something like
Some of
that.
the Broncos?
Yeah, the Broncos. They have literally like no quarterbacks at all. Like they probably gonna need a
Everybody
tight
on
end or
COVID.
somebody to. Yeah.
Their quarterback today is going to be a wide receiver from the practice squad, and the backup quarterback is their backup running back.
Yo, it is amazing how far people will go just to not hire Colin Kaepernick. Yo,
In the Broncos' defense, even if they were to sign Kaepernick, they couldn't play him this week because he has to go through the COVID
so
whatever. No, they can sign him, but
did they sign him?
no, I'm saying
they
they
didn't.
did sign him. He wouldn't be able to play tomorrow. Today,
Well,
what I'm saying.
when they sign him, Cruz,
can play
I'll be
next
happy
week.
to have that conversation.
Absolutely. But I'm just saying, in their
I feel
defense.
you. I feel you. Yeah,
He can't
it's a
play
solid
this week.
defense. It's a solid defense. So what else happened, man? It's been 2 weeks since we talked, man. In and out. Jeezy versus Gucci. Who you guys think won?
Gucci.
Jeezy won the versus battle.
Somebody said
Gucci won
Somebody said
the
Jeezy.
disrespect battle.
Yeah, somebody said Jeezy won the battle, Gucci won the war. It's pretty
Yeah.
good. That's
Yeah,
pretty much
that's
how I
about
went
it.
down. That's pretty much
And
how I
I'ma
went
leave it
down.
at that.
I ain't know
So I don't wanna
Jeezy
get
had that
into
many bangers though.
Shit, hell yeah, you do.
Oh yeah.
Like it was a lot of songs. I was like, that's Jeezy.
So from a musical standpoint, y'all feel like
Jeezy
Jeezy
won.
won.
Yeah,
just
Jeezy won.
straight music. None of anything else. Straight music.
I'm a Gucci.
And that's where I'm a little. And I was talking to my man Les about this. I said I don't have the nostalgia of listening to Young Jeezy while he was the hottest thing out, and I feel like that powers a lot, and that kind of disqualifies me from voting, which is why I'm not.
I think
so heavy
I think
in picking a
Gucci
winner,
lost
but-
because he didn't play the right songs though.
Yeah. He left out a lot of songs. He was trying to play the diss songs. He didn't
Yeah.
play Summer Party. He didn't play Trap House 3. Hit and
I done
play.
hit Trap House 3 Got a Cave with me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, that was a hit.
He ain't play, what's that junk called? Jacuzzi on the roof, ugly hoes on. What's that junk called? I forgot what it's called, but that's my shit too.
Yeah, nah. Well, I feel like Gucci was playing a lot of his like favorite records, or him and the homies, the ones that really resonated with them. He might have some other like memories and stuff like that.
Man,
that
forget the
makes those
battle. You seen how
important.
that nigga was riding? That
Who?
man
Wait,
was in
what?
an armored truck.
Who?
Oh,
With
okay.
body-
Alright,
with-
yeah.
Which one?
G Gucci.
Yeah.
Gucci, of course.
Niggas
That man had the
whole,
army.
like,
That nigga had
of
the whole
course.
army walking
They
outside
had
his
his
truck while
guns
he
You
was
think
inside
driving.
of his
you think he
damn
needed
mic
that?
stand.
Because y'all saw
Yeah,
how deep
he
Gucci
needed
was
it.
in there.
I'm
Jeezy
not
wasn't.
saying I'm not saying this in a disrespectful way, but he did need it just to be safe. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
just so niggas
yes.
know, like, don't try me. I'm like,
No.
But
For
he
sure.
just like the Godfather of Atlanta though.
And
He
that's
just like
what
wouldn't-
I'm saying,
You just
bro.
like
He
wouldn't
is.
mess with Gucci though.
No, but he is. But the shit he was saying on stage, like we smoking.
You got a better
on
chance of messing with Young
Yeah.
Thug than Gucci.
He messed with Young Thug even.
I'm just saying on general,
yeah,
you got a
yeah.
better chance of messing with Young Thug than
Yeah.
Gucci. Cause I'd rather try Young Thug than Gucci. Gucci got too many.
Well,
Gucci got too many hands.
I'm here to say I ain't fucking with either one of them because I'm
What,
like,
what Thug do to you?
no. I ain't saying I ain't fucking with him like that. I'm saying
Thug hurt your feelings?
Yeah, because he was
He did hurt your
disrespectful.
feelings.
You see,
I
you
know
can't
it
run
is,
away from
because
it.
he was
I know
disrespectful. That's
he
what
can't.
it is.
He can't run away from it.
He did.
He can't run away from it.
Why? Because he said something about Andre
Yeah, he
3000?
disrespected that man. He said, I can't give you two songs that Dre did, and Dre paved the way for this man to
That
do
international
the music.
players jump, that's a hit.
Well,
Ain't that his,
word
right?
for word.
Before we get out of the Gucci, Jeezy, I just want to know. We want to let y'all know that Based on the Kill podcast is following Gucci 1.
What?
Bingo.
Sorry about that.
You
You
did
got to
it.
get more people to vote next time, Slim. That's how we going
It
with
probably
that.
was only 3 people that goddamn voted
Don't
any
do that.
goddamn way.
I'll show you how many people voted. Let me see.
It was 20.
It was 9 people. No, we had 9. We had
Man,
9.
you gotta size the numbers for,
We had
for the
9.
folks,
I'm
man.
not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. You gotta let me
You got
know.
a number.
It was too late.
You got
I was
a number.
already
You gotta
out there.
add 11 to that
I
motherfucker.
gotta. It was 30 votes. We had 30 votes. I got you, kid.
Hell, bro.
All right. No. Okay, so back to Young Thug. So Young Thug, he came out, right? He was on Expeditiously, T.I.'s podcast. And he was talking to T.I. and
T.I.
T.I.
got a
asked a
podcast?
very, Expeditiously with T.I. and Capital. And T.I. asked a very specific, what's so funny about the T.I. being Capital?
Sorry, it's never funny.
Yeah, y'all clowns.
It's
Y'all
T.I.,
clowns.
man.
T.I. asked a very specific question of Young Thug, right? He asked him, well, they were having a conversation about like elder statesmen that Young Thug has worked with, right? And I think T.I., I'm trying to pull from memory without bringing the clip up, but the first thing he asked was, you know what I'm saying? How come you work with Elton John and not somebody like Andre 3000, right? And Thug's specific response was, when he talks to Elton John is excited to work with him.
Elton John kisses his ass.
Period.
So, in order for you to respect an artist that paved the way for you, he has to kiss your ass.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to explain where the disrespect starts.
I never heard.
That man said, I ain't never pay Andre 3000 no attention.
How's that disrespectful?
How is that not?
I don't know.
For what reason does Young Thug owe Andre 3000 any attention?
Because if it was no Andre 3000, it would be no Young Thug.
I agree, and you have a point there.
So,
you have to know
from
who
that-
they are. That doesn't mean you have to listen to their music.
From that point alone, you have to respect him. And for you to say, what do you say? I never paid him no attention.
Yeah,
he
well,
said
I
he
think
never
When
Young
he's
paid him no
walking around at
attention.
the BET Awards in
I get you.
2016
No,
wearing shirts,
I
like,
get you. It's ignorant. But
that's disrespectful. If
No,
it's
no, no.
ignorant, it's disrespectful.
in the ignorance, I think what Young Thug is trying to say is him growing up, 3K was not the culture on the streets that you were walking around seeing.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was.
That international players
I'm
ball jump.
Outkast was the culture there.
First of all, we're not from Atlanta, so we're limited in how much we know.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Respect.
Now, you understand how a young kid from DC could be listening to Glizzy, Trel, and have no idea what a Wale song was.
No, because I think Glizzy and Trel both would say that Wale is the one.
No, they would say that.
They better
But
not
what I'm
say no
saying,
shit like
what I'm
that.
saying to you is,
What?
is
They
it
better not
possible?
say Wale a hoe.
Wale put them on. Wale is the reason why Trel is signed to MMG, and he
And
threw the
flopped
oop.
right after.
He threw the oop for whatchamacallit.
And got
for
flopped
Glizzy.
right after.
Wale did not flop. Don't
He
do
still
that.
signed
Wale-
to MMG.
Don't do that.
Barely. I'd rather listen to Stylie than Wale.
Stop it.
God,
Stop. We love Wale. Wale, we love you.
No,
please.
you guys love Wale. I don't give a fuck about
The
Wale.
Kill podcast loves Wale. What happens when we get a Wale interview?
2/3 of the
What happens when we get a Wale interview?
Hey, I respect you, but I don't like you.
Why you don't like him?
Cause he's a hoe.
How is he a hoe?
He's a hoe.
How?
He don't have. That's what I'm saying. He don't
He's a
have
hoe.
that. I'm taking.
He's like an
Cruz.
ultimate douchebag of douchebags.
Chris, put the shovel down.
What have you seen that made him a douchebag and a hoe? What has
You
he
really
done
wanna
to
go
you?
there?
Yeah, let's
We're
go.
gonna go there after this.
Okay,
We're gonna go
here
there
we
after
go.
this.
Come back
to that.
Yeah.
Come back to my example. Okay, my example is take a 14-year-old kid right now in the city. It is, I would say, a 50% chance that they are familiar with Wale's catalog.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if that kid goes on in 10 years to become the next artist out of DC, he speaks to, let me finish,
Okay,
and he speaks to, yo, I didn't grow up listening to Wale, that wasn't the sounds of the streets. Is that disrespect to Wale to state that?
No, because in the same sense, you don't see this same 14-year-old going on award shows wearing Andre Badu or going and having hugs and shit like that, like you the man.
So
and Andre did pay him his respect and said this man is the man. Like he was an interview saying it. I can pull the shit up.
I know, but T.I.'s specific question was, why haven't you worked with Andre? And his note was, Andre
never
is not
paid attention to him.
accessible. Andre is not accessible. How am I supposed to pay attention to somebody who's not accessible?
Because he's not kissing your ass?
No. You get
No, because in the example they gave was Elton John and said how Andre, you're the man and your song with such and such and Gucci and this, that, and the third, and he kissing his ass because he's not from the culture. So you have to make yourself, you have to over exude things to make yourself feel acceptable to the culture.
They are
Dre
on
is
two
from the
ends
culture.
of the spectrum.
Dre made the culture for Young Thug to be able to do what he's doing. If you saying it,
And Young Thug didn't say anything about Dre not doing that. Young Thug specifically said, yo, when I called Dre, I got his assistant. Versus my experience with Elton John was that nigga was in my face telling me he wanted to work with me.
Okay.
You can call it kissing, whatever you want to kiss it. But, hey, he was here, he was ready to work. Andre 3000 he barely even raps anymore.
I think Thug was disrespectful. You think he wasn't? We'll agree to disagree.
Okay.
But back to what you said, though. Why is Wale...
Kill, bro.
Why is Wale a hoe and what you say? A douchebag?
Yeah, that nigga's a
What
douche.
have you seen that made him make you say
Come
that?
on, man. When you when let's look at it like this. When he did the Ambition joint. Everybody was promoting that man album. Meek Mill was about to drop an album. What album? I think it was Dream Chasers.
Dream Chasers, probably, yeah.
No promos
Or Dreams and
whatsoever.
Nightmares.
But they
or something
patched
like
that
that.
shit up. And now you promote everything.
Yeah.
You better. Cause you're not the breadwinner of that group.
But you don't, you ain't let that go. That's still,
Nah, we not
that's
letting
still
that
in-
slide.
Is Meek
it's
the
still
breadwinner of the
ingrained.
group? I love Meek too.
Ross is the breadwinner of the group.
Okay, so how can you say that Wale not the breadwinner of the group?
But the next in line is Meek.
Is he?
Yeah. And then Stylie.
Whoa.
And then Wale.
Whoa.
You can't put Stylie over Wale. You can't put Stylie over Wale.
I love
cannot
Stylie.
disrespect
Stylie's my man. I love Stylie. He's not above
cannot.
Wale. I can give you.
I give you that.
But it's Wale right out there.
I give you that.
All right, man. Come on, bro.
Stylie do got, wait.
So that's your only reason why you
Stylie
call
got
him a douche?
Stylie got a couple
Wale.
records though. Stylie
Stylie
do
do
Oh,
got
Stylie's the
bangers.
man.
Stylie got
Stylie's the
bangers.
man.
a couple records.
Stylie's the man, but we're not gonna say
Nah,
that he's over
I'll
Wale.
just be a dick.
bet.
All right.
Okay.
Well, speaking of DC artists, right? We also had a conversation about two DC artists, a nice versus matchup. Now,
I win
this
already.
versus, let me say what the versus is, and then you can pick your side. So, for our area, right, we would love to see maybe. Would y'all even want to watch it? A Glizzy versus Fat
watch it.
Trel?
I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'll
For
watch
sure.
a Glizzy versus Fat Trel. How many records should they go to? 5, 10, 20?
I would say, give me.
Everybody else go to 40. Why can't they? Oh, my bad.
40.
Trill don't got 40 records. That's why.
40 is 20. It's 20. But I did.
Trill ain't got 20
but
records.
I told you Shy Glizzy would win it because he has more jounts. But the better artist of the two to me,
Well, who would win in the
It's
city?
not true.
Who wins?
Shy gonna win.
Shy Glizzy.
Y'all think the city cares about hits?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think the city wants to hear.
Listen, we come from.
I don't think the city wants to hear Crew in a Shy Glizzy versus Fat Trel
Yeah, they
battle.
do.
Yeah, they do.
That's
That better be the last song because that's an automatic
that's a
win.
staple for here. But what I'm saying is we come from go-go culture. Go-go, I feel like, is hits.
Mhm.
So if we come from go-go and making hits, then why wouldn't us, when we gravitate towards rap music, why would we not gravitate towards hits or cult classics?
Mm-hmm.
Which to me, for our area, would be cult classics would be hits for our areas.
But I think so. Glizzy's a larger artist, which means he has a machine behind him putting more hits on. Right?
That
You
man
can make an
said, how
argument
you-
that Fat Trel
That
technically
man
had
said, how you a
energy
trapper
behind
and
him.
you can't even get a beat from Zaytoven? That is
Said
hard.
That? Who said that?
Shy.
About who?
He said it in general.
Oh.
That is a hard bar.
It is a hard bar. You're making a good point. The only point I'm making, is that Glizzy's got a machine behind him that gets more popular mainstream music going. Fat Trel, more of a mixtape, barely an album
And he's been in
artist.
his own
That's
way,
why his
too.
ass
But
shouldn't have signed that deal.
With that being
No,
said,
we're
he's
not gonna
got
do that.
classic records off of his mixtapes that I think would hold up well in a battle versus Shy Glizzy,
I do too.
specifically in the city.
I do too. I think that it wouldn't be no blowout like Nephew trying to say.
Yeah.
That's
If they
just
go
like-
to
that's just
20, I'm saying
that's-
Trel gonna get 7.
That's just like Ross and 2 Chainz. He got a couple,
not-
but it ain't that.
It's not. You think it's Ross? You think it's the
That's
equivalent of a Ross
exactly
and
what
2
it
Chainz?
is. He don't got enough music for that, man. Whatever 7 songs you play, I can come behind you and play 7 Shy Jones, and you can be like, oh yeah, that Jones better. Just because.
Damn, me child, like, I was on Fat Trel's side until he just started giving me these arguments. It's like,
in my head,
shit.
I'm like, what am I go? Glizzy got a lot of stuff that could beat I'm in my bag. Glizzy
No,
has
he
a lot
doesn't.
of stuff.
No, he doesn't. No, in my bag. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
It-
No, he doesn't.
Awesome
No,
beats
he
in my
doesn't.
bag.
No, it doesn't.
The jump with Bobby Shmurda, it's
You don't think
like a
Awesome or Crew beats
celebration.
in my bag?
Crew beats in my bag, but I don't think Awesome does.
You don't think Awesome beats?
No.
Why? That's probably only because of the feature.
The
power.
jump,
the song great.
I mean,
the jump,
yes, it does.
The
But
jump
Awesome
funeral
brings
could beat
too.
it. On Law 3.
It's not gonna be in my bag. In my bag is like a junk. Like that's top tier music right there.
Well, it's okay, y'all. We gonna let the Kill Podcast followers decide.
I ain't bet.
Yeah, you gonna see the poll on Instagram.
40 people need to vote,
Yeah, we need.
which really mean like 29 because we adding 11.
We need endless votes. We need endless votes.
I'm
And
telling you.
we're not gonna ask who's gonna win. We just think, hey, will Trel get at least? I'm gonna say, will Trel get at least 7?
But you gonna do that.
7 rounds. Does Trel win at least 7 rounds?
I'm-
I can
I'm-
see
Yes or no?
13-7.
Yeah, I can see 13-7.
You got Crematum, you got In My Bag, you got what's the other junk? Some more shit.
Yeah, it's a lot, and I'm not as tapped in on my Trel discography.
The
as
only
I
song I
was.
like a Trill is that Carl Craig jump off that Mother Russia album.
How I go?
Mother Russia.
Say she
Okay,
wanna
you're
come and
annoying.
suck
You're
dick.
annoying.
I'm
We're
like,
getting
drop
out of here.
everything,
Kill,
come quick. That
Mo.
jump.
We're getting out of here.
Why? Cause Trill.
You
isn't-
talking about Mother Russia?
Yeah,
Fat
that's
Trel has better projects than Mother Russia.
that's my point.
Why are you talking about?
Why is
Mother
that your
Russia?
point then?
Yeah, I don't know
You
why you
just
talking.
disproved your point.
No.
That's your point.
That's if I'm saying
If
that
he has better projects than that, and that's what
he
you're
don't
going
got
to,
better projects than that. He don't.
He just agreed with you and said that's my point.
I
and he
wasn't
says that's
listening.
not-
I'm
No.
listening
Well, that's
now.
your fault. You just
It-
lost
it-
the argument because you wasn't listening.
I'm Shy win. I'm cool with Shy.
You?
Shy cool.
Yo, Clues.
What's up, bro?
This is Mitch. You live on the podcast, bro. Don't say anything incriminating. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. How's everybody doing?
Everybody's doing good.
man.
Say what's
Good.
up, Cruz. Say what's up,
What's good
nephew.
with you?
That man name is in your phone.
Hey, why you put that? Why you had to
Damn.
put that? Clues, I'm sorry. He put your government out there on the podcast. I'll try to beep it if I can.
Oh shit!
Yeah, bro.
So we were having a discussion. We were having a discussion
Okay.
here, right, about Fat Trel versus Shy Glizzy. So my question,
Oh,
first
wow.
question, yeah, music connoisseur, DJ like yourself. Do you think Trel can get 7? Can he win 7 rounds in a 20-round battle versus Shy Glizzy?
At this point, no.
Drop the fucking
No.
mic.
When we were, when we were younger, like I don't even think anyone would say, Trel and Glizzy were close. Like it wasn't. Like we were so Trel. Trel was really our, like the horse we had our money on.
Mm-hmm.
Like in terms of the city, and he
Until
just kinda,
Disrespect with the Tech came out.
yeah, and he fell off. So, but
I
Glizzy's
wouldn't
been
even want to
doing
say he fell off. I just think he got in his own way. Like he keep on, you know what I mean?
Going to the
Going
casino and gambling with fake money.
I mean, that's falling off though, ain't it? Like, you know what I mean? I think the other thing is, we just get signed. Like, he got signed to Maybach Music, and I don't know if maybe like he thought that was going to be a
He's
different
not an
push than
album
it was.
seller.
Yeah, like even Glizzy signed to 300 technically, and 300's mark, that's Leor and them.
Yep.
Their model is basically we're gonna get out of niggas' way and let them do the shit that they normally do. So, yeah, I mean, Glizzy's definitely outperformed him ridiculously in the past decade. It's really not close.
Told
So you gotta go Glizzy that way, but
Yeah.
again, the Trel one hurts just because he really was.
But you're not gonna give
That
Trel
was the
at
guy
least
we had our
7.
money on,
You're
man.
not giving
rather-
Trel 7.
You don't give Trel 7?
I'd rather do a Shy Glizzy and Light Show jump
No.
before
Shut
Trail.
up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. You're not giving
I
Trel
don't-
7? How many rounds does Trel win for you?
I mean, he might win 7.
Thank
he
you.
might win 7.
Okay.
Thank
He
you.
might win 7.
That's
What
a-
do you think?
Mean,
Do you think Awesome beats In My Bag?
No.
Yeah.
Told
does.
you. What I
It
tell you? Yeah. What I tell you?
I told this man.
What I tell you?
Don't
you
listen.
bro. Do you remember what Awesome was? Beyonce did
Yes,
Awesome, fool.
Bro,
Yeah.
Awesome
on,
is
Donnie
everything.
Simpson.
In my bag.
Awesome's like an
God
organic
damn.
street singer, bro. Like that Joan is punting it. Unfortunately,
Oh yeah.
I love In My Bag too. I think In My Bag is an amazing record too. But yeah. I'm sorry, like it's really not.
It's not even
It's
no.
not that close,
yeah,
bro.
not close at all.
Okay. All right. We feel you. I got you. It's not close.
And I love Trel again, like I said.
And I think that's my part, right? Right, Clues. I think we all loved Trel and we wanted to see him do really, really well. And where we wanted him to go, he probably could have battled Glizzy had he gotten to his peak. But he never really
that
quite
would've
got
been,
there.
That would have been like really for the culture, for the city. That would have been like an amazing moment.
I'd rather listen
But
to I
it's
Am
just-
Northeast than Fat Trail.
Is it too late?
Way too late.
I mean, I think
Not
I
even
think
in the
Neff
same ball
probably
game.
Neff probably has the best insight for that. Neff, you tell us, is it too late?
Is it
That's
too late?
way too late. That shit is over.
Heard you.
So I trust his opinion. He's
There we
he's seen
go.
the brother more recently than any of the rest of us. So.
Yeah, in nephew we trust. So Clues,
Yeah.
I got a second question
2024,
for you.
vote for me for president.
Okay.
Shut up, nephew. I got a second question. So nephew is sitting here in his chocolate city, made with
Oh,
chocolate and
yeah.
gentrification now with 30% less chocolate. Packwear hoodie. Shout out to Pack World. You guys have made great clothing. You guys have hosted great events. And you guys have your own podcast. Shout out to the Pack podcast
That we killed.
we've been on. But you guys are also moving into, I guess, the news lane, right? Recently, you guys
Yeah.
put out the Express newspaper. Speak to me a little bit about why specifically the Express format and what you guys hope to accomplish with the newspaper.
Okay, so I think we are. I think, and I don't know if y'all had a chance to see any of this, but we have kind of branded things as being a content and experience company, right? So everything we do is either going to be content, you know what I mean, or an experience. Whether you're coming to an event, whether you're opening that Packwear package and you're really seeing what that's all about, like it's either content or an experience. We could have released a newspaper, that looked like a newspaper, and that the information would have still been good. But what would have been your experience with that? You know what I mean?
Right.
Would you have, when you saw it, would you have had that same relationship and experience and nostalgia with it? So I think that was really our driving force. Also, that was kind of like, the Express was really like native Washingtonians in our age range. It was really like our first relationship with the newspaper, right? Like the Washington Post had kind of like a pay gap, you know what I mean? Like everyone always keeps bringing up, like when you would go to the station and you would pull, the newspaper holders, the Washington Post one was always the one that was locked, right?
Right.
And niggas did not have the money to invest in getting that newspaper every day, right? But that Express was always there. So it was like, that was something like actual print format that young people were getting on the train and reading, getting on the train or bus and reading.
That's the joint that they was passing out when you walked in the train, right?
Yep.
Oh, that was my joint. That was free. I like that one.
Exactly. So it was really important for us because.
And they had the sports on the front pose on Mondays when you got on the train.
Sure did.
Yeah.
And so whenever, when we were actually hitting the streets and passing these out to people, it was people young and old expressing how kind of the relationship they had with the Express and just how like there's now kind of a disconnect between, the people and how they're experiencing information, just because like that part of people's daily lives just isn't there anymore.
Yep.
So that was like a huge, influence behind us on this project. And of course, big shout out to Neon. Like Neon has a real experience in terms of like actual, newspaper layout, college educated type shit. And so he really, and I don't know if y'all had a chance to see this, but even on Twitter, like people that work for the Washington Post, people that did layout for the Express for years, saying how of an authentic job he did in terms of making sure that the layout of our content was exactly, was truly authentic to that Express experience. So.
Yep. Okay, so I got one last question for you. I read your article specifically, right? And your government is listed. The one on the Murder rate in DC. I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
trying to
Yeah.
figure out the best way to encapsulate it in the fewest words. But yeah, the murder rate in DC. I read that article. And so I guess I want to give you first a huge kudos and shouts and props for, even laying down the article because I think there's a lot of power in writing specifically what's happening, right? We talk about it in a day to day and we have conversations and we see it on the news, but it's almost historian like once it's written and it's captured. So I want to give you kudos on a very well written article as well as the entire Express. You hit on a piece of the murder rate and why it's coming back, specifically in forms of gentrification and how that's affecting the city and where people are allowed to live, right? You have warring neighborhoods that now have to cohabitate a little more, a little tighter than they had to before. What do you think?
For sure.
I guess the question is there anything that a person that is not from these neighborhoods can do? You guys have already taken the first step with, getting knowledge out there and spreading awareness. What is there a plan of action or a point of action that a person not involved in these neighborhoods directly can take to impact this, or bring this murder rate down, to do any sort of thing about it?
Negative.
So I think that's something we as a community need to have a broader discussion on, because I don't know if any of us have isolated exactly what gentrifiers can do, or people not from those specific neighborhoods can do to help, quell, gun violence and just kind of the overall tension. I will say that even when talking about the gentrification thing, just them taking part in gentrification, period, creates a level of stress in the city, a certain level of uncertainty in the city for natives that, there's research on this, that it just leads to more gun violence and things of that nature, because people are just generally more uncertain. Like, if you're not sure if you're going to be able to stay where you're at, for any extended period of time, like, that's going to put a certain level of stress on you, right?
Yep.
And I also think it's just a certain amount of, if it's not going to be natives, it's going to be people who are mindful of, like, the intricacies of the city's culture, right? Like, I think we also grew up in a time where, like, public charter schools were really prevalent. And I think that one thing that showed is, again, like, public charter schools was a perfect mixing pot of kids from neighborhoods all over the cities, and a lot of them had a lot of those same issues for that, like, for that exact same thought process, right?
Yep.
Like, you put niggas from hoods that don't like each other and they have to go to school together every day, like, that doesn't work, right?
Yep.
Like, the fact that you busting all of Southwest up to Wilson, right? Like, that's going to cause naturally some tensions, just naturally. So I think really we just have to continue to, one, like, stay keyed in and, like, make sure that there's people who are either natives who are conscious of this, or people who are really in tune with our voices in terms of, like, decision making, because it really just feels like people make these decisions without being informed whatsoever about the true going on of the city, right?
Yeah.
Like, it really feels like there's two DCs, and that's a problem.
As far as, like, on a violence level, though, it you could say it's gentrification, but a lot of it is, you got to look at the outline of other crimes that's going up. When you look at scamming big. So if I'm growing up in the hood, you see somebody with 15 racks, 20 racks, and he don't do nothing, and you ain't got no money, 9 times out of 10, you gonna take that man money.
Yeah.
And it's gentrification one thing, but it's the every other crime that don't get publicized is going up as well. So when you looking at them crimes, and it just go hand in hand.
Yeah, so crime is just going up across the board, and you think this.
You got to also look at this year in general. We in a pandemic, so unemployment's at a skyrocketing rate. So people just ain't got no opportunity. You're gonna take what you can get. You know what I'm saying? Like, by any means.
Yeah.
But it's all that unemployment is all, it fall in that realm of scamming though.
Yeah.
So.
I hear you. And Clues, I'm
on this.
Clues, I'm gonna give you the last word. Go ahead.
Okay, and I want to put a spotlight on this, right? So murders are up in the city. It looks like we're going to top 200 murders in the city, for the homicides in the city, for the first time, like, in 15 years, right? Which is shit is obviously bad. But when we're talking about, like, theft and stuff like that, funny enough, theft is actually down. And so like, when we're talking about that, if theft is down, but we are seeing theft more, I want us to realize that means theft in our communities are going up. That means in these heavily gentrified areas, niggas shit is not getting stole, right? But in our own communities, bro, shit is not safe. Like, again, like we see this shit every day, and at some point, and I guess this is also why the gentrification issue is a part, right? Because the overall numbers will go down, right? Like it'll say like the city is looking better in terms of murders, but if you look in the concentrated areas of where we actually live, shit is not sweet. Like shit ain't get no better. Shit is still the same. Like, and you know, whenever people are not looking at it like in terms of how it's really impacting people, like specifically us, right? Because you know they'll just look at it as the whole city and say, "Hey, we did a good job," but say, you know, "Fuck east of the river," as they always do. Or you know, even we see Uptown going crazy right now. They'll be like, "Fuck Uptown," and it just turns into this never-ending cycle of like our people getting the short end of the stick. I think that's what it's really about, right? Like, how do we start to leverage ourselves as native Washingtonians into really, you know what I mean, getting the services we deserve, right? Having our kids live the lifestyles that they deserve, the access to the resources that they deserve. Like, how do we start to leverage ourselves into doing that? And this express was kind of just the first step into sharing that information in the voices of us before, like, you know, like y'all three brothers, like getting all of us to the table and really seeing how we're going to leverage our collective power and influence to actually
I think he wants us to
change.
come kill his show again.
That's what it sounds
That's
like.
what it sounds like. He wants us to come kill his show again.
Well, Cruz, look, man, I appreciate having you on the show, man. You've given a lot of words of wisdom, a lot of stuff for both us and our viewers to think about. Congratulations again on the release of the Express, and I can't wait to see more Pack World products and just experiences coming out. You guys are doing an excellent job.
Thank you, bro. I love y'all niggas. Have a good one.
All right,
Love you too,
peace,
bro.
bro.
All right, bet.
All right, so that was Clues. Shout out to the Pack World. Shout out to the Pack Podcast. Make sure you guys go listen to that if you're wondering why. I'm censoring myself. How about you say their whole name, nephew?
Huh?
Say the name of their podcast.
Oh, Pack Shit?
There you go. There we go. I censor myself. My parents may watch. You never know.
So I get in trouble.
Yeah. So you get in trouble anyway.
okay.
Yeah, that's
I
easy.
see how it is.
Yeah, it's easy.
You're a funny guy.
Did you guys see Dave Chappelle's 18-minute stand-up on Instagram?
The GOAT?
Nah, I ain't see it.
You ain't seen
gonna lie
it?
to you.
That's all right. That's
I
all
ain't
right.
see it.
It was
You
great.
seen it?
I watch it though.
It was really good. So
Instagram.
the premise of and I'll just touch on it real quick. The premise of the stand-up is about Dave Chappelle's long struggle.
I heard he was going
with
on
Comedy
everybody, though.
Central. Yeah, he's going on everybody with Comedy Central because they technically own the rights to
And
Chappelle's show.
HBO Max.
And
Or
HBO.
HBO,
Max.
excuse me, not just HBO Max. HBO.
So he found out that not only HBO Max or HBO was streaming Chappelle's show, Netflix was streaming Chappelle's show, but he hit Netflix up and asked them, "Yo, I don't rock with that. Yeah, can y'all take that down?" They say, "Yeah." They say, "Yeah." Do you think Chappelle will? So now he's come to the audience, right? He's come to us and he said, "Nobody watch Chappelle's show until they pay me my money." Do you guys think it's an effective approach?
Yep.
Yeah.
You think Comedy Central is gonna bend and pay him the money, or will they write off Chappelle's show and
If we're being
not worry
realistic,
about it?
if we're being realistic, I don't think people are gonna stop watching the Chappelle Show on streaming networks. But if they do and they listen to what he says, then I think Comedy Central will bend because they won't be making any money from it. Like if nobody's watching your show,
So even if you watch it on the stream, they still get paid for it?
yeah,
Oh hell no. I stopped watching Chappelle show like in the 8th grade though. That's
Yeah.
but I was also going outside too, so
Yeah, you was
I wasn't
outside
even,
with
I
us.
wasn't even watching TV like that.
Yeah. I just think
I don't even
I would
turn.
see-
But in all fairness, bro, I don't even turn to Comedy Central. That shit
nobody
be,
does.
That shit be
that's
funny
the
on
point.
it.
but this is my thing. Black people don't turn to Comedy Central. A lot of white people watch Comedy
I
Central.
mean, but the white people that watch Comedy Central, they were drawn to Comedy Central from the Chappelle Show.
You're right. No.
Nah, South
You're right.
Park was funny
I
as
mean,
hell with
South
Kenny.
Park, yes, but
Is
that's
Dave
a little
Chappelle's show
demographic.
important enough?
Yeah, I think so.
I
I'll
see
let you finish your question now.
No. That's pretty much the end of my
Oh,
question. I'll say my piece, right? I think I see Comedy Central retiring Chappelle's show, never putting it anywhere else ever again, and
We'll do
just
that.
writing it off before they'll ever pay Dave Chappelle what he's owed, because they pay Dave Chappelle what he's owed. He's trying to start a waterfall or an avalanche.
I mean, I
it
get
starts
it.
the avalanche
I get
though
it.
of people, and I see them saying cutting their losses and
Okay.
just writing
Well,
it
if
off.
you ain't gonna do the right thing, don't make no money from it. That's how I feel. Because if you're not gonna do the right thing and pay the man what you owe him, because I mean, granted he broke the contract, but to me contracts are meant to be broken. That's just what it is.
Kill, man.
Do the right thing like
Do the
Spike
right
Lee.
thing. Exactly. Do the right thing like Spike Lee.
Okay, Donnie Simpson.
Donnie Simpson.
You see that nigga Donnie Simpson getting in there? If y'all ain't know, Cruz has a new podcast nickname.
Donnie
Every time he
Simpson.
get into his bag, that's Donnie Simpson. You feel me? Donnie Simpson.
Oh man.
Nah, but
Yeah.
we I guess we wish Dave the best. We
Absolutely.
hope. I want Dave Chappelle to be paid. I just think the avalanche
think
that
everybody
starts,
should get
nobody's
paid.
ready.
You do a good
Yeah,
job, you get
everybody.
I
paid.
mean, and then even beyond Viacom and Comedy Central and all them, because they did the same shit that Nick Cannon with fucking them over and then trying to pay DC Young Fly. We just talked about that last week. HBO, we talked about HBO too. HBO, Chappelle pitched the Chappelle show to them.
HBO,
And they
that's
said,
crazy.
what do we need you for? That's what he said in the comedy special. What do we need you for? Fast forward 15 years later, they streaming this shit for money and not giving them a dime. So it's like, if you passed on my show because you said, what do I need you for? Why you put my shit on your
Because
platform?
Comedy Central they probably got to deal with Comedy Central.
No, yeah, but his point in it all is,
Yeah, I get what
you
you're
know,
saying.
Why
you
you
know.
pulling from it? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
like if my show wasn't good enough for y'all back then, why y'all streaming it now? And that's a pretty good
and
point.
you ain't paying me.
Yeah.
So
So
I
I hope Chappelle continues to put out his own content on his own platforms the
telling
way
you,
he's
Jay-Z
doing.
Jay-Z
He's
need
got
to
a
make a
great
title
partnership with
stream.
Netflix. Jay-Z needs to get on the video on
I mean,
Tidal.
well, shit. I mean, I
Anybody.
love Jay-Z. Jay-Z one of my favorite, rappers and everything of all time. But beyond, if Jay-Z gonna have a stream platform for that,
He gotta do the
Dave
right thing.
Chappelle can do a streaming platform. Like, we need more black people in power, not just
Yeah, y'all
Jay-Z's
say that, but
and
ain't nobody
Diddy.
tuning in to Kevin Hart's platform.
Kevin
People
Hart
are
platform?
because people are. You talking about the heart?
Yeah,
hit.
yeah,
They
like-
are. It's on XM radio. I listen to it all the time.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying
I don't
is,
got XM radio. I got FM radio.
Oh, you got money.
nah,
XM radio
bro.
is for
Come
niggas
on,
with
bro.
money.
Come
Yeah.
on, bro. Nah,
XM
man. It was free when I got the car.
For a year.
Yeah.
For a
I
year.
know what he talking about,
Yeah.
Come on, we ain't gonna do that. I'm
You
broke.
gonna keep it after your
I'm
year
broke,
subscription?
baby.
You gonna keep it after your year subscription? You better. It don't got no commercials and they curse
I
on
mean,
the
I
radio.
can find a way to get on my phone for free. I'm sure somehow. But if not, I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, but that's not
Because
supporting
he got
Kevin
money.
Hart.
Because he got money.
I'm broke, man. I ain't got no damn money.
I'm broke part two. Speaking of homies that's about to be broke,
Oh shit.
the Washington Wizards are about to be broke. So of course you guys heard that there were trade rumors for John Wall. However, found out
It
that
wasn't
those,
even no trade room. It was a
those
trade
rum-
swap.
Well, those rumors turned out to be false. So when they went to ask John Wall about it,
Oh,
he
he
pretty
wanted
much
a max deal.
said, no comment, no comment. I've been focused on playing this season, no comment. Do you guys think the Wizards are in danger of losing John Wall?
No, because they're not gonna trade John. And
He got
I think
Rose
they
Bar.
gonna-
He ain't leaving a Rose Bar.
that too. That too.
Heal, Mo.
He got the Rose Bar. He ain't leaving that.
They gonna open that shit up just for
Heal,
him.
Mo.
Just for him.
I can
You know what I'm
stand.
saying?
I
But
can stand.
I just think that we're gonna find a way to salvage that relationship. And
He gonna start
Go for
holding day parties in Rose Bar.
yeah,
Yeah.
In the
Just
middle-
him and his friends.
when everything closed, that's the only shit open.
Yeah. John Wall ain't going nowhere.
Bring in the strippers, bring in
Well,
whatever.
do you think? Okay,
do what you gotta
so
do.
has the ownership strained their relationship with John Wall? Because, and this is what I've put together. Someone in ownership started the trade rumor to see if it would start happening. Right? That's how trades go.
Yeah.
80% of trades start as rumors and they turn into actuality because they have some life behind them. But the
snowball
20%
effect.
that don't, that's where we're in with John Wall right now. Do you think the organization has soured its relationship with John Wall, maybe for a move in the future?
I don't think so because
I don't think it was a rumor. I think it was they looked at John Wall and then they looked at Russ and was like, well, these two the same goddamn players in aspect.
I'm taking John Wall over
I'm
Russell
taking
Westbrook.
John Wall 100 times out
over
of 10
over Russell Westbrook every single time.
Yes,
100%.
because one for our team, yeah, they both athletic, fast dudes that get to the bucket. Da da da. John is a pass first dude, so he'll get you 15 assists if you want to. Russ gets assists, but Russ is I'm scoring, and I'm gonna get assists because I'm
averages
driving
a
the kick.
triple-double.
He
No,
does.
Russ
but you're
runs-
Not, he's
Russ-
not a pass first.
Yeah,
point
Russ
guard.
runs his offense as if he's a decoy. He just drives to the basket and
And
kicks.
kicks it.
It
Versus
works.
John Wall, gives you
John
pick
would-
and rolls. He's going.
Dump it-
Brad,
he
he's going to
had
be watching for
Gortat.
Bradley off the wing to come
He
back.
had Gortat averaging 17 points a game, 15, 17 points a game. Gortat,
Robin
when he
Lopez
was-
about to be averaging that.
When Gortat went to another team, how much was he averaging? We haven't even heard of him.
I don't even know what Marcin Gortat is.
I think he retired.
You're good.
Well,
he should have stayed with the Wizards.
He got everybody paid. He got Trevor Ariza paid. Trevor Ariza, he got him paid from throwing them corner threes and all that type of stuff.
Trevor Ariza is also a world champion.
Before the Wizards. Before the Wizards. I'm not disrespecting Trevor Ariza.
Okay.
But Trevor Ariza is a great player. What I'm saying is, it is a great comeback.
he was on that. He was on that.
It is. I'm not disrespecting him. What I'm saying is, he got paid with us. He went to another team when they got traded, and he's been getting traded every 3 years, every year. He's been on 3 teams in 4 years.
Yeah.
Since the Wizards.
My only thing with Russell Westbrook is that I don't see him looking for a home in basketball. Now, granted, the Rockets may be a bit of an exception because of whatever they're having.
He's trying to get out of there.
But I mean, like Russ spent a lot of years with OKC, and now he's doing his tour. I feel like Russ is about to be on a tour. He's about to jump around and finish his career wherever he can find the most success, right? That's not about to be DC, right? We need people who are in it for the long haul because we still got a little bit of time.
So it don't matter to me.
And I understand that.
I'm a Boston fan.
I get you. You guys got to pick up. Y'all picked up Tristan Thompson, wasn't it?
That was that
bum ass nigga.
That's an ass pickup.
Why the fuck do you like Boston?
I've been a Boston fan all my life.
Why? We do not have enough time for this, fellas.
Huh?
We do not have enough time. Look at you watches. You know what time it is.
I was a Paul fan though.
Speaking of short segments, and we don't have enough time for this.
Yeah.
Why is Nate Robinson fighting anybody?
Oh my god.
He got knocked the fuck out in Smokey's voice.
That nigga Jake Paul. What's his name?
Jake
Paul
from State Farm. Jake Paul from State Farm.
Clock.
He originally from Cleveland, Ohio, so I'm pretty sure he had some fight in him.
Wait, so is Jake Paul like Chris Paul and Jake from State Farm fused together?
I guess so.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know what he is. I know that uppercut woke Nate Robinson ass up.
No, it put him to sleep.
Nah, that was the wake up.
Oh, okay.
The
My
jab.
fault.
Like a good jaybird.
It was a hook.
Was there.
It was a hook.
Yeah, it was a hook.
That was a
Whatever
hook.
it was.
That hook caught Nate sleeping. Why is Nate Robinson fighting? Nate shouldn't be.
I think because he thought if you're an athlete, you can do anything, but fighting and
boxing
playing
is
football
different.
and basketball.
Then just tell you
things.
guys, leave us YouTubers alone.
Are we YouTubers now?
We are YouTubers.
I just nod my head because leave me alone.
Leave me alone. You did before we Jake you.
That man,
Y'all seen
He got knocked down 3 times in 2 rounds.
Oh yeah. No, that was bad. And I couldn't believe. I thought like somebody had CGI'd Nate Robinson's face on this guy's body.
They screenshotted that. They photoshopped him in the ring with the Roy Jones and the Mike Tyson fight. He was still in the corner sleep.
Y'all seen him still in the corner sleep during. Did y'all think it was supposed to be a draw? Y'all thought Mike should have got that fight?
They said before that nobody was gonna win.
It was a political fight.
They said the rules was like there's no blood, no knockouts, no real winner because it's an exhibition.
They was doing, but they gave him WBC belts though. They gave him like an all-time champion belt. Both of them got the same goddamn
that's
belt.
They both all-time champions.
I think Roy was the best in his time.
Last night?
I do too. No,
I'm talking about in his career. Like coming up, that man was a dog.
Yeah, you got to tell me. I don't know.
He was the man.
He was the man in his time.
He was the man.
Was it an entertaining fight? Was it worth $50?
You paid $50? I got a fire stick.
I did not pay $50.
I ain't paid $50, but it was worth it.
I got a fire stick, yo. I watched that shit for free.
I ain't got fire stick, but I found it.
YouTube and Twitter?
Nah.
Come on,
all right.
Pause.
And that is it. But before y'all go, we gotta listen to my man new drop jump. He got some preview for us. Yeah.
Shout out to me. I'm dropping my album. This is the single off my album. It'll be coming out this Friday. This is Stop Playing With Me.
It's on YouTube.
Mozos.
I mean, it's on Apple Music.
It'll be on Apple Music Friday. Until then, you can hear it here on the Kill Podcast.
Kill. Is this a whatchamacallit sound?
You've heard this, Cruz. It's okay.
I got a list full of names that I can never forget. I go to reference everyone when it's a
I'm Damn It Mitch. Appreciate y'all for being here, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah,
Donnie Simpson.
Yeah.
Push me, cause I'm way too uneasy nowadays. People only hit my phone when they need me nowadays. Ripley probably wouldn't believe me nowadays. Why these people from my past try to tell me I've changed? And my money's never young, from the truth never wane. How could I ever complain when I'm living out your dream of mine? Only ones not moving is the ones that's gonna get left behind. You should sign a deal with Liz. We both know that you cap a lot. The ones I know that's in it, they don't really like to rap a lot. Running through them streets trying to see if I was black or not. They rob you for the real, but real men will make it back if not. Jackpot on a black top. No, I'm from the city where the bullets be the mascot. Rose in a flash, I ain't talking about no snapshot. February cemeteries be the backdrop on his laptop. So If you play around, play around, play around, play. You might hear the sound, hear the sound, hear the sound. Wait. Don't you play around, play around, play around, play. You might hear the sound, hear the sound, hear the sound. Wait. You wouldn't play with your life, so I play with mine. Know the weight that I hold.